Hey, big hello once again to everyone watching. Welcome back to OMSI 2 Add-on London, where this time, with a bodged repaint, we are fictionally pretending as if RATP Group, maybe their London transit operations, has expanded in South London, winning some routes throughout Elephant and Castle and Brixton. More specifically, the 45, whilst we're here on stand. Well, not on stand, at the first stop at Clapham Park. Now, obviously, this is a bodge job repaint, so it's not really a BYD. This is an electric EV. You will hear the engine. It is a E400 E40D with a ZF gearbox. You will hear that, but that is beside the point. And you will hear very little from me because I'll mostly focus on the gameplay in this stream. Yeah, exactly. If Westbourne Park actually had their way and managed to expand further than just, the ex-First London territories, and if Tower Transit didn't get swallowed up by RATP Group as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, that's not necessarily true because there was a demonstrator Optare EV before Tower Transit ordered theirs. Glad that Prius got out of the way. Yeah, there was a demonstrator that went around. Actually, that wasn't. Actually, no. That, to be fair, that was just actually a diesel version. Now that I think about it, that was at Bexley Heath and like went through some of the gal garages. But, yeah, I mean, to be fair, they are they were the first, actually, were they even the first, order, no, they were even the first operators to order Optare EVs.
Atkins Road.
That is true, but then again, I mean, I have heard those Optares don't really have the range that like the BYDs do, and they also had a few thermal incidents, let's put it that way, at Metro Line. Oh, well. The announcements seem a bit bugged. Call it Metro Crime. Good one. The Metro distresses. Okay, well, I mean, in traditional TFL style, the iBus is completely balked. It doesn't work at all. I mean, to be fair, at least it's just the iBus unit and not the speakers that have gone. Hello, crazy. This light's just turned red to let the ghosts cross. Clearly. Oh. See, the bus wanted to play an announcement there, but it just couldn't.
Park Road.
Oh, I actually managed to play the announcement there. That makes a change. Yeah, that is true, crazy. I'm actually more surprised they haven't repossessed these iBuses to just sell them on eBay. Oh, apparently this stop is just called Jeb. Hello, Michael. Yeah, sell it on eBay for like 500 quid or to other companies. I'm gonna be entirely honest, I'm pretty certain TfL are gonna sell it for a lot less for that. They're probably 50 pence per unit will be plenty for them. That's how desperate they are and short of cash. Oh, their stop is just bleh. I'm doing good, Michael. How about you? Can't wait until TfL come around to rename all these stops, replace all the bus stop poles with their correct name. This isn't Blenheim Gardens, this is just bleh. Sell their entire company on eBay. See, now that I feel like would be an even harder sell, because I don't think anyone would want to buy it, not even on eBay. People would see the listing and be like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to pass, I don't even want to bid on it. No, that's the previous stuff. Okay, yeah. You know, I might actually try turn off my iBus unit because it is actually completely broken. It's just announced the previous stop I've just gone past, and isn't announcing the route number.
Rush Common.
Oh no, so I managed to announce that stop. But yeah, no, honestly, like they could literally list up their entire company for like what, £3.50, the price of a meal deal. Have it included. No one would even bid for that on eBay. Maybe on Wish, yeah. Makeshift wish.com TfL. Started a new company on City Bus in Newport on the Isle of Wight, and I get 600 people in the evening. I mean, to be fair, strangely enough, the Isle of Wight is one of the only places in the UK where you can actually get like a daily night bus service that isn't just like a weekend night bus service, or like night bus in terms of evening services. It's strange how they're just so much better than... Oh, Lambeth Town, nice. They're so much better than like the rest of the UK when it comes to that. Because there are some cities in the UK that just get absolutely no services after like 10, 11 p.m. Yes, TfL company plus Tesco meal deal from 20 years ago. Yeah, one that they found down the back of the sofa. Also, just ignore this this branding over here. This is not an electric bus. This is a pollutant bus. Don't go into the tailpipe and breathe in the fumes, because it's not just, well, I guess on an EV there are no fumes at all, but here there certainly are. Okay, I guess there are just no route announcements then.
Brixton Station. Brixton.
Isle of Wight is just good. Yeah, it's true. Isle of Wight is just OP. To be honest, probably should have started in like Shanklin or like Rides to have the Isle of Wight line. But Newport is a good place to start as well, I guess. Maybe we should just send everyone at TfL a copy of City Bus Manager. You know, if you do that, then they'll find new ways of like decimating the bus network. That'll just be the end of the network as we know it. They'll realise, oh wait, hang on a minute, there's lots of duplication here. Or they'll create some wacky routes. Let's just put it this way. Their City Bus Manager save will be in the gutter just as much as TfL's finances are in real life. Send them a copy of how to do route planning 101 for dummies.
Western Road. Brixton Station.
Yeah, they'll just make one route that serves every stop and runs once a month. But no routes, yeah. No, actually, if you send them to City Bus Manager, what they'll realise is, oh, so you're saying the ideal bus network is no bus network at all. See? Fivehead, how can you be terrible at, like, route planning if you have no routes at all? But then they'll also remember they have a public commitment to actually run routes. They'll be like, you know what, just send around the smallest bus possible and did a little solo. Do like an entire tour of London once every year, sounds about right. Actually, better stop because they're going to be giving them suggestions. The next Central London bus cut is literally going to be that. They'll be just like, you know what, we're reducing the frequency of everything to hourly. So other cities have to put up with, so London has put up with it as well. Well, they'll also figure out that their company isn't a company every millennium. 1 year is generous, or they'll use strata, which is half destroyed already. I mean, true. And am I from London? Yes, I am. That's why I can go on about how terrible they've become. Because in the past, they were really good with routes and planning and expanding the network. Now they've just given up. They're just like, you know what, we can't finance anything, and like throw their hands up in a massive fit and just reduce everything basically to nothing. Even popular busy routes being reduced down to every 6 minutes. No, sorry, every 6 buses an hour every 10 minutes from routes that used to be every 6 minutes. Also MMC, yes. It's the E400 MMC, although for some reason I've decided to slap it in a repaint that pretends it's an E400 City, a BYD one. I mean, I don't care what TfL does, I don't need them. That's true, you're German. You're lucky, you actually have transport providers that care. Over here, all we care about is cycling and TfL's bottom line, sadly. Oh, and also the tube. TfL already taking L's, true. Their entire existence is an L, especially after the pandemic.
Lilford Road. Lilford Road.
I mean, to be fair, for you drivers, London's just become massive, like, pay as you go for a car park. That's all it is. That's all you're sitting. All you pay for is just to sit in traffic all day. Oh, someone else who doesn't have money on their Oyster card, come back. Oh, you too. Come on. TFL are broke already as it is. We can't be giving you free rides. Even though I have my own residential permit for parking. Oh, don't even get me started on permits for parking. Those are so annoying, having to pay to park where you live. People will just turn all bus routes into canals and run riverboat services. Yes, just have Uber boat everywhere. I kid you not, that is what they've rebranded their riverboat service as. It used to be the Thames Clipper, now it's Uber boats. Like, why TFL? Why? What's next? You're gonna brand bus services in London like Uber buses? Deliveroo rides? I mean, to be fair, we are a couple of pennies away from them doing that, taking that like a sponsorship and brand deal because they're that broke. We'll hopefully go 5 miles per hour faster. No, I'm making this light. Yeah, suck on it. I went through there when it was yellow. No ticket for me. Uber boats, yep. That is what they're branded as. EFL, Uber for London, so UFL. Wait, hang on, no, I think that's copyrighted. That's trademarked, I don't think we can use that. Hopefully we'll go 5 miles per hour faster than a regular TFL bus. Okay, let's be entirely honest, like, everyone and their nan, like, even in a mobility scooter can go faster than London buses can nowadays, especially in central London. The average speed for a London bus is only 9 miles per hour, that is pathetically slow. Because of all these goddamn 20 mile per hour zones everywhere. Amazon ground drones. Yes, have drones come pick you up and deliver you to your destination. Actually, sod it, since we're on the topic of canals and riverboats, just drop them off in the sea. Also, good day DVG from Australia. William Mount. Oh wow, 4 AM, just woke up. Well, good morning to you, sir. Or madam, I probably shouldn't assume. They're trying to compete with Uber Eats and Croydon Uberlink. Oh dear lord, everything in the TFL network is going to be rebranded to Uber something. Next up, we're literally going to rebrand like the Elizabeth line, the Uber line. The London Uber ground. Don't get me started with 20 mile per hour balls BS. Hate going 20 miles. Yeah, no, I feel that. And sadly, because I'm quite a new driver, I have a black box insurance policy, so I kind of have to stick to 20 miles per hour. I mean, virtually I don't, and I mean, evidently I don't. Over Uber and under Uber. The over Uber grounds and the under Uber ground. See, if they rename it to that, then you end up having the situation where the over Uber ground goes over the under Uber ground at Whitechapel, and the under Uberground goes over Uberground at Whitechapel. Try saying that like 10 times fast. That is a mouthful. That's why I avoid going residential areas at all costs. I mean, to be fair, nowadays London, quite a lot of boroughs, especially inner London boroughs, are just blanket 20-mile-per-hour zones everywhere. Like, even on main roads. It's an absolute just taking the pee, to be honest. I'm so glad I don't actually live in like inner London anymore. Because you could be going down like a 3-lane one-way road that, you know, was doing perfectly fine at 30 miles per hour a couple of years ago. Heck, some roads were even 40 miles per hour. And then the blanket 20 mile per hour speed restriction comes in. Suddenly it's not safe to go any higher than 20 on a road that has plenty of space for it, segregated from like pedestrian access, so you're not going to accidentally hit like some kid who runs out into the roads. As bad as 20 limits are, is incredibly entertaining trying to watch D8 late drivers not get done with the speed cameras around Canary Wharf with the Topodine B9, not plugging my latest video at all. You know what, to be fair, I did see that man recommended, and I was like, I have to watch that, because I do actually want to get that Topodine B9. Speaking of Topodine, I mean, this isn't really Topodine, I'm just like pumping the throttle to get this thing to rev. But no, yeah, I actually really, I do want to get that Topodine B9 whenever I'm next in London, because Topodine B9s are nice. We have plenty of them down in Brighton, but I don't know, there's something more fun than having a Topodine B9 be absolutely ragged through like the 20-mile-per-hour streets of London. Get a driver who's willing to do like 30, 35. Hammersmith Bridge is now 30 miles per hour. Wasn't that once a 40 or a 50? The insanity of just lowering the speeds of all roads.
Where are you?
Croydon Groblink. What's next? Are we gonna have like the... Well, I was gonna say like the Emirates Uber line, but that doesn't even make sense. It's not even called that anymore. What is it? It's the cable car. The Uber car. Wait, hang on. No, that would be really confusing. The cable Uber? The cable line? The cable car? But it's too slow for the A4. No, that's fair. Would you like to get in or not? Why have you lined up for my bus if you don't want to board? Absolutely pesky passengers. How late am I? I'm 2 minutes late. Well, time to floor it. I had a sod on the 321 try and force kick down out one of those 59 plates. 59 plate wivels. What the fuck? Ugh. Fucking Ford Transit drivers.
Westland Road.
Yeah, no, like, oh, that's just funny to read. Trying to force kick down out of a 59 plate B9 from Gal London spec. Yeah, nice try, honestly. Like, having to put up with those down in Brighton, those ex-London ones, they're absolute heaps. Heaps. The Groblands Grob Railway. Actually, to be fair, you could just leave the name as a DLR, but make the D stand for like Deliveroo. The Deliveroo Light Railway. Holy fuel price is £1.45 a litre, yeah. Yeah, feels bad, man, honestly. Oh, the lights are against me. I'm never going to make up these 2 minutes. I mean, honestly, like those 59 plate B9s, I think they're some of the most restricted B9s in London. I mean, I say that, you do also have Metroline examples, and you do have the Voice Metroline examples, which are just worse. F word is a... Yeah. Yeah, it is that of a word, yeah. I mean, I try to keep this stream PG friendly, but sometimes, you know, I just can't help it. You get those drivers who just make your blood boil with their stupidity. Transport for Uber. I'd be paying 175.9 for a litre for diesel. And premium you pay 186. That is... You know what? I feel for you.
East.
And the Headingham 59 plates. I mean, you know, to be fair, Brighton and Hove have done pretty well on those. What even are they? I think those are 59 plates as well that have come from London. Because some of them have been remapped now. I mean, it's not like performance set and remapping. They have been remapped slightly, so there is actually Topodie in there now. They do rev if you give them a slight incline. They don't just die and give up.
East.
Headingham made them worse. Sounds like average Headingham maintenance. Get shacks. What are we going to do with them? Make them better? Nope, make them worse. The 61 reg aren't yours. I don't understand this traffic system. Feels like there are more than 6 traffic lights at each crossing. Honestly, in this specific map, the traffic lights are pretty poorly placed because they're like dedicated. In real life, these traffic lights would only be operated if there's actually a pedestrian who's pressed the button and wanted to cross. Whereas in this game, it doesn't simulate that. It treats them as like traditional traffic lights, so they will just constantly cycle between red and green. On this map, I should say, because this game does have those traffic lights as well. It's just for some reason the map creator didn't decide to put them into this map, which makes this one of the worst maps to play in terms of just being constantly stuck at traffic lights. Got a laugh now and then, mate. Hey, I try to keep it light-hearted. But that is true that. Cricklewood Bus Garage are the kings of hybrifying. Is that even a word? Also, yeah, I rammed that Prius. Sue me about it.
Larkham Street.
You realise Headingham used them on the 74s and 76s and probably kind of didn't get rid of their 43 mph limits. Aha, I see, never mind, I take back what I said, that is awful. Not a word, but it's a made up word that I kind of gathered. They'll also rename every single bus, tube, overground, DLR, ferry, cable car stop to include Uber, Grub or Deliveroo in the name. What about, what's the other company I've been seeing ads for recently? Get Here? Some Get Here, branding as well. Transport for Get Here. The Uberloo. Yes, Uberloo station. Actually, the Uberlee line. It's like just trying to pronounce the Jubilee line, but you have a lisp. What? The announcement was going to say I am now entering something, but then it just kind of died. Grobford. I mean, you say that, imagine an Evoceti going on a motorway, but on rail replacement duties, when they have the hybrid MMCs on them, especially between Three Bridges and Brighton, or actually I think that's also some other rail replacement duties, but there are rail replacement duties where they have to go on national speed limit dual carriageways. 60 limit for them, guess what? Limited to 43. And also, to be fair, I think the Metro Line ones aren't even limited to 43, I think they're limited to 39. Yeah, let me tell you, whenever I get rail replacement, I always make sure, for the love of God, that I do not get a hybrid or an EV, because those things are limited to painfully slow on a dual carriageway.
Elephant and...
Also, hello Nathan. Battersea Delivery Station. I like this bus you're driving, but I only drive them occasionally. Mostly drive either Dennis Enviro 400s, 200, or the Evercity buses, streetlight buses too. I also drive with OMSI too. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't drive with the MMC that often because it's a bit laggy on certain maps, especially with this spec with the camera mirrors. It's not that nicely optimized. And, I mean, if you drive the Scania variant, it's like... It's stupidly fast. It goes 0 to like 20 in like a couple of seconds. That's why I missed the Trident era. Yeah, that's true as well. The Tridents were great. Actually, to be fair, like, E400s as well, they're pretty good because some of them aren't even limited in... Well, I say some of them aren't limited. Those were certain first examples, which... now aren't in London, but those aren't even limited to like about 57, so they'd easily be okay on like a dual carriageway. What do you think of the Route Masters, the old ones or the new ones? Because if you're talking about the old ones, icons. The new ones, absolutely disgusting heaps of waste of money. That's what they are. Also, I do quite like driving the, well, actually, mostly the streetlight, I'd say. I'd also like driving out those. The E400s, even though I have like a sound mod for it, so I have a really nice ZF sound mod and a nice voice sound mod for the E400s, and an Allison sound mode for the E200. I don't particularly like driving those because they feel really... It's like you're driving a paper mache bus with how light they are. And the Evoceti, I haven't driven it in ages, I think in over a year, because it's just not really a nice bus to drive. Especially after driving the Master Switch G3 pack, which just puts the hybrids system in the London Evoceti to shame. I'd like to sample the 56 Regen first Essex. Yeah, no, I agree. Remember the 113 going 60 miles per hour plus with the Tridents. Yeah, no, honestly, that is also... I've also taken the wrong turn in, because that's the turn in I need to... This always just catches me out. God damn it. Alright. Time to do a 3-point turn in the middle of the road. Also, my frames have died. Why have my frames died? Okay, that's strange. Well, I think... Yeah, what has happened is the MMC has done an MMC and is completely lagging out my game. So I'm going to have to cancel the timetable. Okay, that's not going to reset the iBus, because that's what's lagging me out right now. Open up the door. Wait for it to reset. Nope, it's just getting worse. Well, that's unfortunate. It was going so well. Like what? What? It's just randomly decided to start lagging. Are you done having a hissy fit? No. Ugh. Honestly, sometimes, Jesus. But yeah, no, I actually I have experienced like the Tridents. Well, I don't know if you mean actual Tridents like the ALX 400s or if you mean the E400 Tridents, because people for some reason call them the same thing even though technically they're not. E400s on the Trident chassis are Trident 2s, that's to distinguish them. But yeah, no, I do remember that as well. Oh, and it's finally reset itself. Fantastic. There we go. Yeah, no. I had a fast driver once who made full use of kickdown, full speeds, didn't give a single toss, was going out the limit for the road. I mean, I don't think he maxed out his E400s because, I mean, I'll be entirely honest, it was a sluggish one. I was in limp mode, which is always sad. But yes, Elephant and Castle. I'm gonna set my route back to Clapham Park. Gonna go back. We leave in 5 minutes. I'm going to change my blinds.
45 to Elephant and Castle.
Oh, it's finally decided to actually work. Okay, not my destination then. My routes. 45. My destination, Clapham Park. There we go. That should just slowly change. Let me get caught up with chat messages. I like the early Enviro 400 buses. The big 6-cylinder ones. Oh, yes, those ones are great. The Trident chassis ones. You also have the Trident 1 chassis ones, which were also on ALX bodies. And you have Trident 2 chassis ones, which are also pretty tasteful. The earliest Stagecoach E400s are proper Tridents. Yeah, that's true. Just to mention the WA 56s, they really aren't what they once were. I mean, to be fair, isn't that like most buses in First Fleet? Especially once they start getting on close to 20 years old. I'm imagining some new route masters or on the left lane on the Autobahn with someone going 250, yeah, 250 kilometers per hour behind. I can just imagine that. Try doing a drag race with a route master or an E400 hybrids on the German Autobahn. Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely not going to end in tears. Sounds like a normal day on the TFL bus going the wrong way. Look, okay, you don't have to call me out like that. Let the games F up on us now and then. Frustrating, isn't it, mate? Yeah, it's just really annoying with this game. It's just out of the blue, and specifically this bus. Just you get to a certain point, to a certain bus stop, and then I think it is the destination screen inside where it just completely kills itself for whatever reason. It just doesn't know how to process like stop names sometimes. This up here. Just frustrating. Rather than silence them. But why? Well, you know what I miss? I miss having engines that weren't so silenced to death so you couldn't hear them in the passenger compartment. The worst one I've found in recent times is the B5 TLs. They're so silent. I mean, it doesn't help that they're, tiny engines anyway, but they're so silent even when you're sitting behind like in front of them, in the back. And it's like, why? I miss when, like, the Euro 2 Tridents, you sit at the back and you just get all the raw engine noise, pretty much. Sometimes it can be deafeningly loud, but it's like, it adds to the fun. I'm going to change the time closer to when I'm meant to leave. Hold on, I'm going to look at my timetable because it says I'm due to leave in 4 minutes. Okay, yeah, I'm meant to leave at 39 past, never mind. Change it to that. Get the Metro line. Oh, that one! The LK59 DZ series on the Autobahn. Yeah, that's true. Actually, to be fair, get the first 6-speed ZF E400s on the German Autobahn, because those can actually reach 60. And to be fair, there are some batches, I think, like the GAL batches, that are limited to below 60. I always say you want an SX E400, you should go for the SN58s. True. Found until the 101 Deca, they were criminally underrated by people. No, that's true. I mean, to be fair, the thing is like, it was always like sort of known. This is also incredibly small roads. It was also kind of known that they were or first did have 6-speed E400s, but like, you know, they were relegated down to just like the pathetic small slow routes, the town routes. But those are also another ones that I am going after eventually, maybe. Imagine bus drivers seeing M140i speed past. Probably lucky enough if the bus actually went the right way. Turned up, isn't cancelled or delayed by another 2 days because the TfL not knowing how to do shift planning. Or, you know, just hiring agency drivers and, you know, the bus driver getting completely lost. I mean, I'm not naming any names. Cough, cough me. Have you ever sat at the back of a Scania East Lancs Steam? That was like being in an oven. Yeah, many times. And also pretty recently as well, I have sat on the back of one being fully pelted down the national speed limit roads. That was good fun. That brought back childhood memories. I mean, yes, to be fair, it was a cold day, so like I did appreciate the warmth. They do get pretty warm back there. But like, that is part of the charm of them. Hire someone who's never been in London. Yeah, hire someone who just doesn't even speak English. Just grab some random person from like mainland Europe. Just plonk them in the bus. Don't even give them training on how to start it or how to drive it or like the rules of like to drive on the UK roads. No. Just do that instantly. Bam, bosh, then you have your TfL service. Have you ever
45
just wish one of the motorways was unlimited speed? I agree with that. I do wish we had like the German Autobahn system where some of their roads are completely unrestricted. To be fair, if you want that, you can go to the Isle of Man, I think it was. They don't have a national speed limit there, so their national speed limit roads, they don't have any limits. And that is the only place, I was going to say in the UK, but I don't think the Isle of Man is technically in the UK.
Elephant and Castle Station.
I'm not really sure what it counts towards, but like if you go there, you know, you can go whatever speed you want. But £7 for an autobahn. Oh yeah, the M6 toll road. Yeah, that is absolute scam. To be fair, I kind of wish we had something like the Nürburgring here in the UK. An actual road you can just, a public access road you can drive down. That's basically a racetrack. I mean, that definitely wouldn't go horrendously wrong here with everyone constantly just crashing 24/7 because no one knows how to actually drive in this country properly. Or you can go on a toll motorway, that's true as well. The M6 toll has unlimited speed, but you have to pay wait, does it? I'm not... Are you sure it has unlimited speed? I mean, okay, to be fair, for £7, I think that slightly changes my opinion on the M6 toll road then. I'm pretty certain it will probably be like it should be it should be a national speed limit. 70% of the German motorways has unlimited speed. Yes, well actually I'm not sure if it is. Are you sure it's 70%? I didn't realise it was that high. Because I know a mistake some people make is thinking that all German autobahns are unlimited when they're not. It's only some of them. But I didn't realise it was 70% of them. You Germans just do everything so much better. Public transport, trains, roads as well. The M40 motorway should be an autobahn, yeah. Just turn most motorways into an autobahn, to be honest. Turn the M25 into an autobahn. Actually, no, don't do that, because that's... The average speed of the M25 is like 5 miles per hour. Which you might as well just use it as a multi-story car park. Hire someone that doesn't even have the driving license. Yeah, true. Actually, honestly, whilst we're there, just hire a child. Don't even hire a child. Just give them like pay them in sweets. Drive the bus. It's well around 8,000 miles. Trains? Yeah, you guys do trains a lot better than we do. Oh, if you think like you're worse than us on trains, oh, you haven't seen Avanti yet. M25, no point. That's a car park. No, that's true. Oh, come on. Why are you getting off already? You've literally just got on. Hire a newborn. Yes, have a pregnant lady sit on the cab seat, and the moment she gives birth, give controls to that newborn.
Larkham Street. East Street.
That's what they do in. That's what they do in Asia. I don't know if I can be saying repeating things like that. The A1M would make a great autobahn. Sure. There was once an announcement at a German railway station that a train was 1,000 minutes delayed. I think it was a bug though, but I guess he was driving a slightly better southern service. Honestly, to be fair, at least the train turned up even though it was delayed. See, it's not even like a southern meme anymore. Now it's just like a general British Railways thing, and also like mostly Avanti now. Like 90% of their services are just cancelled. There is no point at all to rely on them. Motorways that shouldn't be an autobahn. The M1, the M6, the M25, yes. Also, motorways you should just never... Pray to God you never have to go on. Same with TP. Oh, yep, TP as well. Again, it all comes down to first. They just can't run anything to save their lives. Apart from Great Western GWR. That's the one franchise that for some reason they can actually run somewhat okay. Apart from the entire debacle of cracking trains a couple of years ago. With their 800 Hitachi units. Like SWR, not a chance. Service just went downhill after first group took over. TPE, also horrendous, don't rely on them. At least with German trains, you can catch up with a delay, because I was once on an ice that caught up with a 5-minute delay. No, you see here, 5-minute delay is pretty much just, that's the timetable. Look at the timetable, add 5 minutes, that's probably about the time you'll actually get there. Actually, I say that, no. Probably end up arriving at least like another 7-8 minutes late.
Westmoreland Road. 45 to Clapham Park. Camberwell Road, Albany Road. Forty-five to Clapham. Bowyer Place. Medlar Street.
Oh. As someone who uses SW often, I can confirm SWT was much superior. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. And yeah, honestly, at Clapham Junction, okay, Clapham Junction is an exception because it is pretty frequent. But yeah, surprised see if I can afford a bus lane here. Only for like 0.007 of a mile. Oops. Those old doors. Try and make up my 4-minute delay. But yeah, honestly, no. If I'll just put those bus lanes there, those micro nanometer ones, just to catch out motorists who accidentally go into there unbeknownst to them. So see if I can go, ha, gotcha, that'll be like £500 fine now. wonder what TfL is going to spend the money on all those fines. Make the central line even hotter?
45.
Yeah, no, it's going to turn it into a greenhouse.
Clapham Park.
That's actually the end goal of like it's going to be the central line improvement projects. There used to be a really stupid bus lane in Lewisham Fire Station where even a single bus could barely fit into it. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? No, what I find absolutely hilarious is you do see those bus lanes still in London where it's just like, probably like maybe 30 centimetres of bus lane. The planner's thought is like, oh, you know what, let's put a bus lane here so that buses can go through the traffic light. What ends up happening is traffic still builds up, the bus can't even get into that bus lane, the bus lane's empty, the bus still sits in 30 minutes worth of traffic anyway. Oh, and my favourite one is just when they randomly break up the bus lane for no reason, so the bus still has to sit in traffic before reaching another bus lane. There's quite a lot of those in London.
Valmar Road. You must
Also, no.
with your Oyster
Oh.
or contactless payment card as soon as you board.
Yes, make sure you do that. Pay your fare. Also, I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Again, I got lost. I'm confused. I'm gonna go down an unloaded, unrendered side streets. Also, hi, Tico. Actually, no, I thought of what TfL is going to spend those fines on. It's still maintaining those absolutely dilapidated 72 stock trains on the Bakerloo line. Oh, why is it every single time I go out into... it's always when I go down like the wrong... I take the wrong way, I get lost, is when my frames die. What is this? It's like the game knows that I'm lost and it just wants to punish me. Oh, this is just embarrassing. Oh, and the bus has died. No, it's okay, I'm just giving a bouncy castle ride to my passengers. What? Hold on. Go back into the passenger compartment. Why has it died? Okay. Alright. What's even worse is parking spaces in bus lanes. Yes, that is a crime. That's a sin. My favourite one is when there aren't parking spaces in bus lanes and people still park there anyway. Blocking up the lane and, you know, creating a massive sea of buses that can't get past. Fantastic. Congratulations on being entirely selfish. We just share tram tracks with buses and trams as long as they're on the roads. Yeah, see, here in London we don't do that. We see a massive bright green thing, a massive tram, and we're like, huh, that shouldn't be there, whilst we continue to drive towards it. Without thinking, huh, maybe we should get out of the way. So I managed to fix that, the lag problem. Gonna go into some people's front gardens, maybe through their front living room. See, does Uber do this for you? Deliver you straight to your front living room? I thought not. Maintaining those 72 stocks. They're gonna make the deep level. All 39 stock and subsurface lines will use steam trains. I mean, to be fair, the subsurface lines are designed for that, so... You know, TfL will be like, take notes, quick, hire this man. There is a shared tram track and bus lane by Reeves Corner. That is actually true as well. It's always interesting whenever you see cars trying to negotiate the trams in Croydon. Because you always seem to get like one car that just decides to drive along the tram tracks and then has a nice little meeting with one of the trams. Yeah, that's basically it. Also near Lebanon Road, but that's tram, bus, car. Oh, that is... It's tram, bus, road, and car. Well, I didn't realise you could take roads down there as well. Actually, to be fair, that one by Lebanon Road technically is just a bus lane. I mean, cars can go down there, but like you can't like use it as a cut through between Sandilands and East Croydon. Sorry, bus full. bus isn't actually full, I just don't want to deal with all those passengers.
Milford.
I'm going to become a set-down service only. Because I'm 6 minutes late. Sorry, no space, full. I understand that, like, you can clearly see it's not full, but sorry, your eyes deceive you. Bye-bye. Do the car drivers care, though? I mean, no, because they're mostly drunks who decide to use the tram tracks as, like, shortcuts. To be fair, most of the time I don't even think they realise what's happening. They just see the big green thing coming towards them and they're like, oh, maybe we'll give a hug. They'll do everything to use it, true. Thoughts on the 63 Abellio EVs? I have actually not been on them yet, but judging by pictures and videos, they're actually pretty swanky, but I'll always maintain TfL are focusing on the wrong things. Instead of having premium interiors, which are nice, thank you for finally catching up, like the outside of London has had this for years now, especially like USB charging as well, and headrests and leather seats and fake wooden flooring, but they're still not focusing on the core parts of the model, having a reliable service you can, you know, use that actually goes pretty close to where you live, is frequent, is on time. That they fail at. Like, sure, you can have nice swanky luxury buses, but if the schedule has been completely decimated, so it's like a low frequency every half an hour route where it used to be maybe every 12 minutes, who's going to use it? A big green tram starts tailgating me. I mean, to be fair, I have had it a couple of times where I've been like on a 119 or a 466 going down Lebanon Road, and then you just see a massive tram just appear from behind. It's just like, hello there. I would like to pass. Did the announcement just say shit? I'll have you know this is a family-friendly stream. How dare you? Also, we finally got Emma, whatever her second name is, to swear. Or they'll see some big red bus coming out of Garrett Crescent bus stop thing. I don't know the name. You mean like Coombe Roads? Or like Lebanon Road tram stop? I mean, to be fair, sometimes buses are horrendous when they pull into stuff like Coombe Road or Lebanon Road, and they block the tram path, so then you end up having the trams being like, yo, can you like move a bit so we can like overtake and go serve the tram stop? The bus driver sits there, is like, no. Ugh, why do more people want off?
Shakespeare. Moreland Road.
Oh, that road. Yes, I actually don't know what the name of that road is. See, that is a road where drivers just love to pull out of without looking at all.
Brixton.
Hello DJ, the next Transport Fever 2 video is probably going to be tomorrow, the next stream. I went on board one of the 63's EVs, and the information display on the lower deck was broken. I mean, let's be entirely honest, what was you expecting going through the streets of South London? Of course, someone's going to smash in those new fancy display screens. And also, I mean, like, TF, I can barely get the iBus, the basic dot matrix iBus system working half the time. I'm surprised it's taking them this long to actually break one of their newer displays. I thought they would have done it earlier. Also, it's Park Hill Road. Huh, interesting. Yeah, no, because I always see, I mean, to be fair, I say that, it's also 433 drivers and 64 drivers that I see that also just, like, turn into there as if they're like, Tokyo drifting into there. Especially in front of, like, other bus drivers. Trams less so. They actually have some, you know, sense.
Brixton Station. Alight.
Oh, yes. Three of those EVs did also get 63 route branding, which again is the most pathetic attempt I've ever seen at route branding possible. Because it's in, like, the advertising board, I'm pretty certain. It's just like Honor Oak Park, King's Cross. It just lists out, like, the destinations in the smallest font possible, so you can't even read it. It doesn't even have the route number. You don't know what route it is. It just says destinations. Also, I'm pretty certain it was also placed heavier emphasis on the fact the bus is EV and doesn't produce any emissions than the actual route itself. When are we at Clapham Park? Well, currently 6 minutes late, so I think I was supposed to have been there by now. Yeah, I meant to be there in like 7 minutes time. So I'd say another like 10 minutes. Gonna be honest, I think I might just operate this as a set down service only from here.
Brixton Station.
Average MMC moment right here.
Rush Common.
Just got Brixton Hill left. Yeah, true.
Rush Common.
I'm also going to... Oh, did I lock myself out? Oh. Balls. Oh, I've locked myself. You know what? That serves me right. I've changed my destination so that people don't get back on. There's no curtailment points. I mean, there is. There's Brixton Hill down here. Or we can turn short. We could have turned short at actually Brixton. But this is going to be a set down service only. Down to Clapham Park. Now, is this light going to change for me by the time I get there? Or is it going to make me stop? Oh, it's going to change. No, if I can't see how late I am, then I'm not late at all. Is it worth buying the London add-on? I'm only asking because I want to have a change from right-hand traffic to left-hand traffic. Honestly, I would 100% say the London add-on is worth it, even though it is a bit buggy and some parts of it are like pretty, like, they feel like they're from 2017. They feel pretty old considering this is a map that released in 2020. So some parts are less polished than others, but for the most part I would say it is worth the money because you get, I think, I don't even know how many routes, 8 routes I think, and 4 buses. You get the EvoSeti, E200, E400s and NRM. The new Route Master, so if you like driving that, then yeah, 100% worth the money. I mean, I say that it is about 20 quid, which is quite a lot for a map. It's not even 20, it's like 30, it's 30 I think, maybe even less, but yeah. At least it's realistic, drivers have the wrong destinations up all the time. To be fair, at least I do have a destination up. I don't just have a piece of paper in the windscreen. I'm running proper cowboy mode though now, logging myself out of iBus. Soon enough I'm going to also disable green roads, completely send this. £27, yeah, I think you're right. I'm just playing with my dog. What's included in the London add-on? So, you have 8 routes, I believe. Which, actually, no, probably 10, 12, actually, if you include the night routes as well. The night variants of them. So, all the routes you can see here, the 45, the 59, the 159, the 133, the 201, the 322, the 3, the N3, the 12, the 68, the N68, is that, oh, the X68 as well, you get that as well, the express variants. So you do get quite a lot of routes, and obviously you get the NRM, you get the E400, E200s, even though I don't think the buses, well, the E400 and the E200 and the EvoSeti aren't the highest quality, especially compared to the NRM. I still think they're worth the money. Get the sound mod for the E200s and E400s, and just don't bother with the EvoSeti because that is the lowest quality product. If you're going to drive on left-hand drive maps, or technically this is a right-hand drive map because the seat position is on the right-hand side, that's what it means. But if you want to play on a left-hand sided map, also get the Master Switch G3 pack. That's also a shout. The only time that 63 EV went on another route was on July 2022. What route did it go on? I can't even remember. The 432. Oh, and the 433. Yes. And also the N2. I completely forgot about the 432. Apparently someone drove it on the N381. I mean, to be fair, I did actually... You say apparently someone drove it. One of the rarest workings I've ever caught that I have seen people debate online whether or not it was just a login was a LT new route master doing the N68 from Coulsdon up to Holborn, I think, or is it, no, Tottenham Court Road, that's where it terminates. And actually call that working in person. Sadly, I wasn't quick enough to get a picture of it because it literally went past. I didn't even realise it was coming, I just saw it go past. But I managed to actually catch that working when it first happened, when Abellio literally, I think a week after they'd won the routes. But yeah. And also the 63 EVs, hopefully we see more strays of them. £27, yep. I think it was 3427. Maybe. I mean, to be fair, I'm not too fussed about like EVs. There's no photos of the rare working, yeah. But it's one of those ones. If it's been logged in for about an hour, then it's probably happened. I tend to find logins. I mean, it depends because some rare workings literally only do one rounder before they get subbed. So it looks like it was only a login. Why are these people wanting to get on? No, I'm going to the stands. Not in service. Not. Not in service. So I think the EV did a few rounders and then finished at 3 in the morning. I mean, to be fair, who's really going to be awake at that time to specifically go get a rare working as well? I'm just lucky I was like at the right place at the right time to catch that rare N68 working. Anyway, I made it back to the stand, and this will be where I leave this stream. I thank everyone for getting this far. If you managed to get this far and you're not yet subscribed, subscribe for more. I do plenty of OMSI 2 videos and streams every single week, at least once a week. On top of that, I do Transport Fever 2 videos, City Skylines videos, and a few others, City Bus Manager videos. If you're not subscribed, I've literally just said that. And also make sure you like this video.